Mission was founded by Father Gabriel on September 8, 1771. The San Gabriel Mission is the fourth in the chain of 21 missions built and also was a part of the missions. The missions were built to at least 1 day in travel along El Camino Real. The San Gabriel Mission was built of stone, brick, and mortar. As you can see in the picture, this is part of the wall.
Now the old king is dead, long live the king. 1 minute I held the key.
There were probably 18 to 20 rooms in total in the central core of the missions, which contained the Padres' quarters, storage rooms, and workshops for carpentry, candle making, etc., and young women's housing. There would have been other buildings in the complex: soldiers' quarters, housing for mayordomo, storage buildings, neophyte housing, and blacksmith shop.
Here we go. Go. 1, 2, 3, go.
The original bell tower at the corner of the church was destroyed in 1812 earthquake, then was replaced in 1828 by a new bell wall at the south end of the church. The bell tower, 6 bells of different sizes hang in niches cut to fit the bells in 3 rows. The location of the bell tower extends from the long side of wall of the church. The oldest bell was made in 1795 in Mexico City. Bells were very important and used daily at the missions. Bells were rung to call everybody for meal times, to call residents to work and religious services, during funerals and births to signal a returning missionary or the arrival of a ship, and for other announcements. The Native American tribe involved with the San Gabriel Mission was the Tongva or the Rabaneros, the name given by the Europeans. The Tongva Indians were workers in the mission and lived outside the mission. The people who lived in the mission were missionaries, priests, or neophytes. Every day, the priest got ready for a mass, taught the basics of the Catholic faith, baptized the neophytes or a new believer. The Tongva worked as farmers, made wine and olive oil. They also used cowhides to make tallow for candles. Every morning when the bell rang, Indians went to church. The Tongva weaved sheep's wool for clothing. Also, the mission workers branded the cattle every year. The Tongva also tanned cowhides to make leather. Women Tongva cooked food regularly. This kitchen is a copy of the original old kitchen built by Franciscan and Gabriel Indians, but destroyed by fire in the early days of 1812. Meals for the priests and Spanish soldiers were prepared here. This old kitchen replica was built on the original foundation in 1936. Open fireplaces after the kitchen was destroyed by fire in 1812. Open fireplaces were built here. They were made to hold iron kettles in which beef and corn, popcorn soup, were cooked to feed the Indians. These were almost the same in size, shape, and material, and built directly over the original fireplaces. Interesting fact, did you know that you can order pozole at a Mexican restaurant today? This is the aqueduct, what's the main source of water within the mission walls. Here are the tannery vats where the cowhides were soaked in tanning oak water and cured to make leather. Camel and soap making factory. This is where they would boil the cow fat to make soap. It supplied soap to most of the missions. The vats were stolen during the Mexican War, and after that, the factory was not used very much. This adobe room is the original winery where the harvest of the grapes was brought by the Gabriel Indians, who stomped the grapes until the juices seeped through the 4 holes in the lower winery wall and spilled out into the outer troughs. In the other room, they pressed olives to make olive oil. Wine presses were later brought from Mexico. This is one of the rooms where the priests slept, and also where the sacristy, where the priests got ready for church service. This anchor belongs to a 99-ton ship called Guadalupe that was built here in 1830. This ship was first launched ship built in California using native materials. Mission blacksmiths have since melted and cut off pieces of the anchor to make hinges, hose, nails, and other stuff. El Camposanto, Spanish for cemetery, was used for burials from 1778 to 1865. The old records show that about 6,000 Indians were buried here during that period. The cemetery was first consecrated in 1778, 3 years after the mission was moved to this site. Some of the hardships that faced at the mission, many died. A disease called cholera and smallpox in 1825. After Mexico won its independence from Spain, it found that it could no longer afford to keep the missions working. In 1834, Mexico decided to end the mission system and sell all of its lands. They offered the lands to the Gabrielinos, who did not want the lands or could not come up with a purchase price. The lands were divided into smaller ranchos and sold to Mexican citizens who were helpful during the War of Independence. About 30 years later, the missions were given back to the Catholic Church, even though some of the missions had already been returned to the church in 1863. There was a law signed saying that all 21 missions of the California mission chain would be property of the Catholic Church and have stayed like this until now. Today, the San Gabriel Mission is very busy. It is used as a Roman Catholic church. It is also a museum and has a gift shop.
To let me in, shattered windows and the sound of drums. People couldn't believe what I'd become.